Welcome to this tutorial on damage stability. Tutorial number 610 focuses on how to damage compartments. So what we're going to cover today is really just how do you damage a tank, and that's going to use the GHS type command, and then also how do you repair tanks, meaning how do you stop them from being damaged. And then finally we'll cover a simple way to model cross connects between tanks. But first, a quick disclaimer. This presentation is for instruction purposes only. It's not to be used in engineering for construction, and I'm not a representative of Creative Systems. So this is unofficial training only based upon my own personal knowledge and experience. For the official training, you can contact Creative Systems at the information on the bottom of your screen. It's fairly useful. Now, so let's talk about how do you flood tanks. And remember that what we talk about tanks here, that can be a tank that actually carries liquid, or say just a compartment of air on the vessel. So you'll model all of your compartments as tanks as well. Now, you may not be filling them up with any fluid, and you can actually create a fluid of air, but you'll still need them to be tanks so that you can flood them. And the way you flood them is through the GHS command type. And what that does is that will actually set the tank state to either flooded or intact. Now, when a tank is flooded, it does not automatically fill the tank all the way up. What GHS does is it fills the tank up to the current water line of the vessel. So the water line within the tank will exactly match the water line outside of the vessel, accounting for vessel trim and heel. Now, once that's done, GHS then re-equalizes the vessel. So it's basically a loss buoyancy method in which GHS is constantly re-evaluating tank contents and tank levels. So just the syntax of how that command works is you have the command type here, and then in parentheses, this is where you'll specify your tank name, and then the keyword flood. So again, the keyword is type, in parentheses is your list of tank names, and then keyword of flood. Now, how do you repair a tank? Meaning, how do you stop it from being flooded? Same thing, same type command, only now you're using the keyword intact. And same way, you can use wildcards, you can select tank names, same thing. Generally, you're going to do this after every damage case to reset all of your tanks. And so the way you would reset all of your tanks is type star, the wildcard for everything, intact. Now, if you want to reset only specific tanks, you can specify just their names. And the last thing to cover is cross connects. So this is something that some vessels have, which is that if you have symmetric tanks on the vessel, there will be a pipe actually connecting those two tanks together. And what that pipe is there for is specifically for damage stability. It allows symmetric flooding between those two tanks, which is there to prevent large healing moments on the vessel when the ship gets flooded. Now, clearly we don't ever want that to happen, but it's a safety feature to ensure the vessel remains stable in flooding. Now the question becomes, how do you model this in GHS? The easiest way is to actually build it into the GHS geometry model itself. So you don't necessarily need to model the pipe itself. What you can do is you can actually have both the port and starboard tank included in the same part. So the port tank would be one component and the starboard tank would be another component, but they're both part of the same part. If you do that, GHS will treat them as one single tank. It'll actually have the same free surface level across all of them. So that's the easiest way to do it. An alternative method is to use the group command. So you can look into your GHS reference manual to find out more about that. Okay, so time to practice that. So homework number 611, what I want you to do is proceed through and create damage cases in the barge. And for each one of the damage cases, I want you to display the damaged tanks using condition graphics, if you have that available in your license, I should say. Now, here are the 4 tank sets that I would like you to practice. So tank set 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the list of tanks. And so you need to damage that tank set. Remember to reset your tanks after each case, and then start the new one. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this informative. You can view other tutorials like this, the homework files, and the solutions to the homework files on dmsonline.us. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. Hey, did you know that there is a magic button down below? Click the like button or even the subscribe button, and I will make more videos for you.